Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you in and around the RGB gaming stand, we are moving on to our next activity, which is the AI Hackathon. Stick around and see what's going to happen over there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in and around the RGB gaming stand, we're going to be starting something very, very exciting soon. This is an amazing project, especially in education, adding great value. Microsoft as a partner doing some very exciting work in the AI space, specifically around the Skills Navigator, the AI Skills Navigator. And we are going to get going in a few minutes. So first off, I would like to introduce Vivian Ladner. Vivian is the skills lead for the project from a SCADCO perspective, who is the partner company. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to Vivian, who's going to lead some of the proceedings for us this afternoon. But if you're in and around the RGB gaming stand, come and join in. It's amazing what these guys are doing in AI, doing some wonderful work in education. And again, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Vivian.
Thank you very much. And congratulations, Crawford, hey? Great. My name is Vivian Ladner, and I'm the AI skills lead for our company, SCADCO. And we've been doing a hackathon for the last month. Guys, can we settle, please? We've been doing a skills hackathon for the last month with some UNISA students. We had a numerous amount of applications and submissions, and we have subsequently drawn the top 11 students. They've traveled nationally to be here today. Thank you very much, Dr. Chetty and your team. We have some esteemed judges that are here as well. Dr. Chetty from UNISA, from the ADOV department. We have Bianca Strivich from Microsoft, and she leads the Minecraft application in South Africa, Africa, and Europe. And then we have Jay Richards-Hill, who's the Senior Education Director for Central, Eastern Europe, Middle East, and Africa from Microsoft. All right. What we're going to be doing, the proceedings today, is that Jay's going to come up and chat to us a little bit about AI. And then we're going to move forward into the student presentations. All right? The student presentations are going to be between 7 to 10 minutes long. They're going to show you the hacks that they have created. The topics that we have used are quite relevant to what's happening in South Africa. We asked them to look at the 3 topics. The first topic was the student housing crisis in South Africa in higher education. Secondly, we asked them to look at health. And we didn't break it down and say this sector of health. We just left it very broad so that they could pick a topic. And then the third option was data collection and data management in the Global South, specifically looking at agriculture. And trust me, we've had a look at these hacks. They are amazing. The students have done really, really well. So we would like to invite Jay to come up, to come and talk to us, please. Yes. Alrighty. So, Jay? She's just going to give us a bit of a brief about Microsoft and AI and where it's going in education, and then we're going to kick off into the hacks. Thank you very much.
We're just waiting for the students to come and sit down. We've got everybody. Can you hear me at the back? If you can hear me at the back, wave your hands. Thank you. Okay, so I was going to give a big, long speech about AI, but I'm not going to do that. I just want to tell you a little story first. I was working on a project in a school about 2 years ago, a year ago actually, and there was a young child in the class who was very bad at maths. Who's good at maths? Who's good? Okay. We were working on a program called Math Progress, which is an AI-infused program that helps you solve maths challenges. And this child was really bad at maths. Didn't like his homework. Absolutely terrible. Thought he was failing the subject. When I spoke to the teacher a month after we put the math progress in, she told me that his maths grades had come right up, and not only that, he was helping other kids to learn about maths. And I thought that was a really, really profound story about the power of AI. When we talk about artificial intelligence, we really need to think about it in a different way. Because AI, it doesn't replace us. It's not going to replace us, but it does augment human capability. So rather than think about AI as artificial intelligence, perhaps think about AI plus humans equals augmented intelligence. And we're now firmly in this era of the fifth industrial revolution. And for me as a teacher, that excites me because for the first time, it's not about the technology. It's all about the people and how we interact with technology. And that's the key to using AI well. It's about how we interact with it, and it's only as good as what we put into it. So your prompt or your question dictates how good the AI is going to be at bringing things back to you. Of course, there are lots of fears and challenges with AI, particularly in education. At Microsoft, we've developed an ethical AI framework, which we employ to judge how ready our products are to go into industries, particularly like education. But it is changing the world, and it's been fantastic to see this morning the students working on their hacks and some of the things that they were doing and the use of the tools. Quite honestly, for someone who didn't get a computer until she was 38, I thought that was absolutely mind-blowing what you were doing. So thanks, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you present. We'll be here this afternoon watching the presentations. I hope you all enjoy it. Thanks very much to RGB and SCADCO. Come and see us and talk about Microsoft AI. You can scan me, or you can come over there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jay. Great, now we're in for the hacks. We did a draw earlier, so in no particular order. Well, in an order now, but we did a draw earlier, and we'd like to invite Zainab up for her first presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Zainab. Okay, be in the space with the screen, okay? So students, please just be in the space of the width of the screen, okay? Because we do have cameras. Alrighty, thank you.
I was going to ask, is the presentation show you up now? Okay.
We're going to bring it up now for you.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll just put it
Yes.
down.
Fantastic. All the best, sweetie.
Yeah, down is next, that's previous, okay.
Oh, how did I?
As if there's a video, you can just ask that we play it. If it doesn't want to play with the clicker.
There's no video.
Okay, so down for next.
Okay. Can I start? Hi everyone, I'm super excited to show you what I cooked up on this hack. So the name of my project is Revive and Thrive Student Housing Solutions. And my problem statement is there is a significant shortage of student housing, and NSFAS is currently facing a debt of 44 million rand owed to student accommodation providers. Before I get into the whole technical things, let me first speak about myself. So I came all the way from Cape Town to come here and present this. I'm a second-year student at UNISA. I'm studying part-time. I also work a full-time job. I'm a self-taught artist and 3D artist. I have a background in data analytics, web development, and game development. So over there you can see my digital art. And so you might be wondering, why did I choose this topic? I chose this because just before this hackathon came out, NSFAS funded me, and this is my way of saying, thank you, UNISA. This is my way of saying thank you. Okay, so I made a website, and you can scan the QR code to access it. You might be wondering, I went with a black and white, and it may seem minimalistic, but I chose it because I want to make it more accessible. The high contrast between black and white can help color blindness people see it better. That was my thought process. Okay, so I actually made 2 pages in Power BI project. This is one of them. So all my data is research-based, so there might be a bit of inaccuracies. Oh, just here. Sorry. So let's assume there are 11.5K students that's eligible for housing, right? And only 8,200 have housing. That leaves 3,300 people without, students without accommodation. But there's also abandoned buildings in Woodstock. So this is just an estimate, I could be wrong. So there's 20 abandoned buildings, right? And let's say each building houses roughly 100 students. And this will easily house 2,000 students, leaving 1,200 left. And this is just to show the next slide. I don't want to get too mathematical in here, so you guys can just look on the website. Oh yes, one more thing. So you can see the red. So you just press that on to make it fit your screen on mobile. Okay, so what I also researched was, how do you actually implement this? Because my idea it's to use abandoned buildings for student housing, so they need to renovate this, right? So one way is public-private partnerships. So university partners with a private construction firm to renovate an old unused buildings, so like factories, just abandoned buildings, literally. Then we have the government can provide tax incentives, the private firm funds and manages the construction, university then rents out the space to students at affordable prices. Lastly, we have real estate investment trusts, and basically they buy several abandoned housing, right? And investors can buy shares and be a steamy income from the students. Okay, now it's the technical implementation. So I actually learned a lot. So over here you can see there's something called analyze data built in Excel, and it literally looks at your data and makes charts based on that, which actually helped me in my Power BI project. So how did I use AI in this project, and what tools did I use? So I used Copilot, the web-based ones, for my research and estimations. I used Designer in PowerPoint. I used Quick Insights, which is what you will see on the PowerPoint here. And that's basically the same as the built-in Excel, analyze data. It looks at your data and gives the graphs out, right? And then I use GitHub. So that is how I hosted my website. And the programming languages I use is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, sorry. Okay, so this one is a bit very technical. I didn't have enough time to add this on my website, unfortunately. So the idea was to have a Google Forms. And because remember earlier I mentioned that there was inaccuracy, and this is my way to get accurate data. So the person will have the Google form, some with responses like the location of the abandoned building, how many approximately it seats, how many rooms there are, if they do know. Then this response will be added to the Excel sheet. Soon after that, it will be added to my dataset on my Power BI project, and then it will automatically refresh, and that's how you can get live data. And I use Power Automate for this. So in this impact, the solution addresses the housing shortages and financial challenges faced by students, improving the academic experience and well-being. Then we have feasibility. It leverages existing buildings, makes this approach cost-effective and scalable. The success of similar projects in other cities demonstrates its viability. Overall, repurposing these buildings can provide affordable housing for students and contribute to urban regeneration. Thank you.
Fantastic. Judges, any questions?
Sorry? Yeah, I can't hear anything, sorry.
Yeah, why the Google form in the Microsoft Flow?
Oh, so I didn't have enough time to add it here. Like I said, I wasn't able to add it into the project. I didn't have enough time, unfortunately. So I just gave you the logic on the Power Automate flow of it.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Zainab. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call up Karishna, please. Okay, up and down, and your presentation is up. There we go.
Next one is up. Yeah. And back is down.
Just try, see what it does. Okay, so the other way. There we go.
So I have to go up first and then down.
Yeah.
For the next slide.
Do you want me to do that for you?
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. Okay, tell me when I can start. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Introducing Medync AI, revolutionizing South African healthcare. Let's go. Next slide. Presented by myself, Siaesha Reddy from the University of President's House.
Isn't a single problem. It's a system-wide challenge where every issue is interconnected. Addressing staff shortages without improving infrastructure still leaves hospitals overwhelmed. Expanding access to care without solving inefficiencies still leads to long wait times. That's why my AI solution takes a holistic approach. By streamlining patient management, integrating wearable health monitoring, and automating medical processes, we not only improve access, but also reduce hospital strain and optimize healthcare resources. This ensures real, lasting impact, where every improvement strengthens another, transforming the system as a whole. Introducing Medync AI, your health everywhere, anytime.
Next slide. Medync AI offers biometric logins, AI symptom checker, wearable health tracking, AI medical summary, smart systems. It also includes emergency access, smart health reminders, AI nutrition assistant, and offline mode, and rural health voicing. Secure personalized patient login. Patients log in with facial fingerprint recognition or their ID number. The system uses Azure AD for user management with Microsoft Defender and SQL Server for security. Key features: blocks suspicious access, real-time alerts, complies with the HIPAA Act and POPI Act. Emergency access for paramedics such as allergies, medications, blood type without full login. Next slide. AI symptom checker. Patients describe symptoms by voice, text, or phone in any language. Our AI assesses urgency and recommends care, home, clinic, or emergency. Powered by Azure AI, Microsoft Translator, and Dataverse, it logs details in the patient's records for doctors to review. Next slide. Smart wearable integration. Medync connects to smartwatches and health sensors to monitor vitals like heart rate, blood pressure, glucose, etc. It detects risks and alerts patients, doctors, or emergency services if needed. Powered by Azure IoT Hub and Teams, it provides real-time alerts, seizes eases chronic patient concerns, and enables early treatment. AI medical summaries. Medync automates note-taking during consultations using Azure Connective Services. It captures symptoms, diagnoses, and prescriptions, then translates them into the patient's language, helping doctors save time and ensuring clear understanding even for elderly or non-reading patients. Next slide. Smart prescriptions. Doctors prescribe medications and AI cross-checks for allergies or interactions. Prescriptions are sent digitally and stored securely in Azure Health Data Services, while pharmacists verify IDs, eliminating paper. The system tracks chronic medications, sends refill reminders via Teams, Azure notifications, and helps prevent missed doses, ideal for elderly or memory loss patients. Next slide. Emergency AI assistance. Paramedics scan a wearable to instantly view allergies, blood type, conditions, and meds. Only, no password needed. The system shares live location and vitals with the hospital nearby for faster care. Uses Azure Maps, Teams, OneDrive, and Azure Information Protection for secure life-saving response. Next slide. AI Nutrition Assistant, my personal favorite. Patients share their typical meals or available ingredients, and AI suggests a healthier, local, and affordable options. It adapts to health conditions like diabetes or hypertension and activity levels via your wearables. Powered by Power BI and Azure AI, it simplifies nutrition, even for non-literate users. Next slide. Offline clinic system. Medync works offline in rural clinics using Azure Stack Edge and IoT Edge. Stores records locally, runs AI diagnostics, and syncs when back online, ensuring no data loss or treatment delays. Next slide. AI Health Q6. Many clinics for rural areas. Patients check symptoms, monitor vitals, or get basic advice without a physical doctor present. Uses Surface tablets, Windows IoT, and offline first tech. Includes Power Apps, Power BI, and telemedicine via Teams when needed. It's low cost and scalable. Next slide. How Medync AI generates revenue and stays sustainable. Total cost for all features, including Health Q6, is around 265,000. Next slide. Next slide. Revenue streams we have. Clinics and pharmacies, which bring in 450 million per year. The mobile app, which brings in 30 million per year. Corporate wellness plans for employees, which brings in 300 million per year. NGO-funded Q6, which bring in 30 million per year, as these are estimates. Next slide. Powered by Microsoft, low costs, fast scaling, and seamless updates, Medync revenue projection chart shows that by year 5, it'll have 1 billion rand. Next slide. Here's an overview of Medync AI. As you can see, there's 11 official languages in South Africa and a few other languages. Then there's information on the contacts, a research tutorial for those who forget the buttons, a detailed description of all comprehensive healthcare features. If you can check if it's available in the plan, how Medync AI works. It takes you through step by step, giving you descriptions. You can see a detailed breakthrough, or you can ask for a demo. Simple, transparent pricing for everyone. Then you can compare the pricing and see which one fits you. Then there's reviews of people who use the app. Then the personal favorite couple. Everyone loves Couple Premium. You can connect with us on on our social media. There's quick links if you don't want to scroll through everything. Support, especially FIQs, which is very important. Then you can get a mobile app on Apple or Android. There's a medical AI assistant. Then there's a live call. You can chat to an agent. Your email address you can put in like mrpotatoes@gmail.com, and you subscribe to any updates that come. And then when you log in, you can either use your fingerprint, facial scan, or ID number. This is the dashboard where you will see your annual, daily health summary. Then you can see your trends. You can see whether you, the doctor can see them actually and advise you on what to recommend for your health. Then you get your medications on the side. You can request a refill. Then there's your weekly health summary. Then your AI assistant here. You can ask questions like, I have a sore throat and fever. It'll advise you on what you should do. And then next we have our health monitoring. So these basically track your vitals using your health wearables. You can see your trends, your health alerts. It'll tell you what's wrong, what at this time. Then your AI symptom checker. You can see your previous consultations using it, and there's a description on the side of how it works. I have a runny nose and sore throat. It'll tell you exactly how you can ease that, and if you need medical attention, there's a prescription. All that you have. Prescribe from the doctor, you can request a refill, you can download the prescription, you can click on the medical information, tell you all about it, side effects, etc. You can add medication, you can view your prescription history, health records, you can view and manage your complete medical history, lab tests, your vaccinations, your documents, all in one place. You can even download it. Emergency alerts, so this sets up your emergency contacts and automatic alert triggers, emergency button, location services. You can update it if you want, but it automatically updates with your location on. Emergency services, so basically your nearest emergency facilities nearby, and nutrition board. Today's meal, it'll describe to you, it won't describe, it'll tell you what you had, tell you in calories or kilojoules. It'll tell you everything from your macronutrients, hydration impact. It'll give you recommendations on what you've done right and what you should improve on. It'll give you every detail. Custom meal, these are just meal ideas. Your meal plan generator, you just tell what ingredients you have. It'll generate a nice recipe for you. And based on your dietary preferences, for example, chickpea and spinach curry with chicken, it'll list your ingredients as well as your cooking instructions, because you have all the ingredients but you may not know how to cook it. Then use food breakfast, lunch, and ideas at the bottom for your next day. Your daily nutritional log tells you everything from your vitamins, minerals, calories consumed. Your today's log meal, it'll tell you everything you've eaten, what time, etc. Your diet analysis, when it comes to your sodium intake, fats and vegetables, it'll give you detailed overview. And then you have a diet quality score. So every month you'll have like a certain score to reach. Then you come to your appointments, where you can schedule appointments with the doctor in person or by a phone call. You can find a doctor, use a video conference call or normal call. You can your past appointments as well. On this page, if you see your past doctor and you want to book an appointment, you can do it on the same page as you can see here. And when you select the time, this is the time that's available for the doctor. You can book in person, etc. And you can write notes, what you want to talk about, etc. Or it's just a follow-up. And then we come to your notifications when you add in your everything, and then that's your profile. You can change your notifications, you can fit it to your preference. Language, again, you can come here. With each page, you can change the language. Your security features, your sessions, and logged in. Shows you all your active devices, etc. And this is Medync AI. Thank you so much.
Any questions? Sorry? Why did you choose this topic?
I chose this topic because a lot of family members in my family have medical issues. And obviously, not having the right access or it makes life easier, especially when it comes to needing, in case of an emergency, you have no one to contact. This helps because immediately you get helped. Oh no, it's just my throat. You get help immediately. You don't need to go to a normal doctor to get oh, I got a burn. You can just ask the AI chatbot assistant and it'll give you advice. And it'll tell you, obviously, if you need to really go to the doctor or emergency help. But yes, I chose because also I'm a biomedical scientist. And when it comes to healthcare, it's number one for me. And the part that I loved the most was the nutrition page, because that is a must. Because many people think, with nutrition, you just need, I don't know how I'm going to buy this so expensive, all these ingredients. But at the end of the day, it's just mainly what you have and the moderation you have. And that is mainly what you need. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Great. Next, we have Tristan.
Good day, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Tristan Troy Devenal, and I'm excited to present Agri360, a groundbreaking platform that revolutionizes farming using Microsoft AI for a sustainable future. This project is proudly presented by myself from the University of South Africa. Together, we'll explore how Agri360 empowers farmers with cutting-edge technology to optimize productivity, resilience, and financial inclusion. Let's dive in. Moving on to slide 2. Sorry, could you please change the slide? No problem. Agri360 is an intelligent farm management platform that leverages Microsoft 365 and Azure to transform agriculture. It integrates tools like Microsoft Teams for collaboration, Microsoft Translator for breaking language barriers, and Power BI for data-driven insights. From soil health monitoring to market access. Agri360 is designed to address every challenge farmers face. Today, I'll walk you through its key features and how they create a sustainable future for farming. Moving on to slide 3. Agri360's farm management tools are powered by Microsoft 365 and Azure. Farmers collaborate in real time using Microsoft Teams, while AI-powered reminders in Outlook ensure timely tasks like planting or irrigation. For example, if heavy rain is forecasted, the system alerts farmers to delay irrigation, saving water and protecting crops. Excel and Power BI turn complex data into actionable insights, like soil moisture levels, while OneDrive and blockchain secure documents and ensure traceability. Power Automate even handles repetitive tasks, like scheduling irrigation based on sensor data. Can we please move to the next slide? Moving on to slide 4. Climate change poses a huge risk to farmers. Agri360 tackles this with Azure AI, delivering real-time weather alerts and predictive analytics. Farmers receive warnings about storms or droughts, allowing them to act proactively. Power BI dashboards visualize microclimate trends, while Azure machine learning models long-term climate impacts. For instance, a farmer in KZN can adjust planting schedules based on drought predictions, safeguarding their livelihood. Moving on to our next slide. As you can see, healthy soil is the foundation of farming. Agri360 uses IoT sensors to monitor pH, moisture, and nutrients in real time. Azure AI analyzes this data to recommend precise irrigation and fertilizer use, reducing waste and cost. Drones scan fields for pests, and the platform promotes organic alternatives to chemicals. Imagine a farmer receiving a notification to apply biofertilizer only where needed. This is precision agriculture in action. On to our next slide. Agri360 connects farmers directly to buyers via Azure Marketplace, eliminating middlemen. Secure transactions are enabled through Microsoft Payments, and blockchain ensures supply chain transparency. For example, a smallholder farmer can sell produce at fair prices and receive their mobile payments instantly. The platform also offers AI-driven credit scoring, helping farmers to access loans and insurance, key tools for economic empowerment. As we can move on to our next slide, Agri360 meets farmers where they are. An AI assistant provides advice in local languages via WhatsApp or SMS, ideal for low connectivity areas. Community radio broadcasts market prices, while solar-powered knowledge centers offer offline training. A farmer can ask, how do I treat diseased crops and get instant guidance? This inclusivity ensures no one is left behind in a digital revolution. On to our next slide. As you can see from this slide, the main components that are used in our initial development is Azure Cloud and Azure AI services, IoT and drones, the platform development, farming, training, and outreach. Therefore, leading us to have an initial development cost of 9.25 million to 10.75 million rands. In comparison to our revenue model, we are predicted to grow revenue exponentially and generate between 72 million to 80 million rands annually. Moving on to our next slide, you can see that this upcoming slide illustrates our profit margin in our first year. As you can see, it's at 26.5%, and all the way to our fifth year, it's at 86.3%. Can we move on to our next slide, please? Under the hood, Agri360 runs Microsoft Azure for scalability and security. IoT sensors feed data to Azure Machine Learning for pest detection and yield predictions. The backend uses Kubernetes for microservices, while blockchains verify supply chains. Even offline, farmers receive estimates via Twilio integration. As we can see as we move to the next slide, thank you very much. Agri360 harnesses Microsoft's full suite. Azure AI for predictive analytics, Power BI for our dashboards and Teams for collaboration. IoT Hubs connects field sensors, while Translator breaks language barriers. Security is prioritized with Azure Active Directory and end-to-end encryption. These tools make Agri360 a robust, farmer-centric platform. Moving on to our next slide. As you can see, the upcoming slide is going to be a preview of Agri360 as an online application. You can just press next, please. Yeah, you can press next, please.
Welcome to Agri360. We have different ways of logging in. Today, we will use our biometrics. Welcome to your AGRI 360 dashboard, your farming command center. Here, you'll find your weather forecast, market trends, and quick access to everything you need. Get farming insights, check your upcoming tasks, and stay updated with the latest news. With Microsoft Teams integration, you can collaborate with fellow farmers in real time. Check your rank on them. Manage your finances effortlessly. View your total income, expenses, and net profit at a glance. Stay informed with alerts on South African finance stories. Want to explore more? Download the app or connect with us on social media. Your Farm Management Hub is where the magic happens. Start with your farming overview, a snapshot of your farm's health and progress. Use the farming scanner to analyze and act. Just allow camera access and let AI do the rest. Next, your task manager shows priority tasks. Press View All Tasks for a detailed list of actions waiting for you. Don't miss the farm gallery to showcase your progress or the community activity feed to see what fellow farmers are up to. AGRI 360 keeps you organized and connected. Your Weather and Climate Hub is powered by real-time Azure AI to keep your farm one step ahead. Start with your hyperlocal forecast for today. Precise updates on rainfall, wind speed, humidity, and even UV index, so you know exactly when to plant, irrigate, or harvest. Need to plan your week? The 7-day forecast breaks down hourly trends, with AI highlighting risks like frost, heat waves, or heavy storms. Tap into weather imagery for deeper insights. Temperature patterns show heat stress zones across your fields. Wind patterns reveal soil erosion risks and optimal spraying times. Precipitation forecasts predict downpours to the minute, helping you avoid flooded crops. Seasonal trends track long-term shifts, so you adapt planting cycles to climate change. Below, climate resilience tools give you an edge. Drought alerts trigger water-saving strategies. Microclimate maps compare conditions across your land, spot dry patches or waterlogged areas. The AGRI 360 Marketplace is your gateway to buying and selling agricultural products. Create listings for your produce or browse listings based on your preferences. Found something you like? Chat directly with sellers to secure the best deals. No middlemen, just fair, transparent trading. Gain the upper hand with market analysis. Track your crop index, livestock index, and VAT impact index. Explore market trends to see how products are performing and leverage AI market insights for smarter decisions. The Knowledge Hub is your farming university. Search educational articles and videos with your fingertips or explore farm-related topics. Climb the leaderboard, see your rank, and learn how to improve it. On the left, online courses empower you with cutting-edge farming knowledge. Test yourself with knowledge quizzes and sharpen your skills. On the right, video tutorials guide you step by step. AGRI 360 makes learning easy and engaging. Connect with fellow farmers on AGRI 360's community platform. Create posts, join discussions, and share ideas. Check Check out recent discussions and community activity to stay in the loop. Farming is better together. Back to the homepage. Your 24/7 AI assistant chatbot is ready to help. Ask anything, anytime. AGRI 360 speaks your language, with support for multiple languages and color modes. Welcome to the future of farming.
For Agri 360.
Thank you very much, Tristan. Any questions?
Yeah, just an observation. Really, really good. You can't use Azure Marketplace for doing that. You'd need to build an online store with Dynamics. But apart from that, wonderful. Great. And have you seen FarmBeats? You've seen Microsoft FarmBeats? You want to check it out because it's very similar.
Thank you very much. Great. We're moving on. May I have Rotunda, please? Can we welcome Rotunda to the stage, please? Just keep it close to your mouth. Huh? Keep it close to your mouth and just say next slide. I'll move this slide.
Fine. Dumelang saniwanani, minjane, kuyemedag, dimasiari. Good afternoon. So this is my presentation on Smart Housing SA. My name is Rotondwane Mariri. I did my first degree at the University of Venda, majoring in BSc in biochemistry and biology, where I was a full-time student, where I had stayed in residence for first year, second year, and third year, and I was a beneficiary of NSFAS for the whole duration. So that's why I chose to focus on housing, because I know the experience of housing challenges that students face. So the Smart Housing SA focus on issues where students lack money to afford residence, and the other ones, they lack enough space, because some they apply, but they can't manage to get space because there are not enough rooms. So this one offers affordable, scalable, and AI-powered solution, whereby we use my Azure machine learning for pricing, where we check the amount they have so that they can be able to afford payment. And then we use IoT sensors for us to detect issues that they face so that we can be able to minimize more payment in solving issues on maintenance. The other thing, we use 24/7 AI chatbot support so that we can be able to offer quality service to all the students. Next slide, please. The crisis is affordable prices on housing, where the price is too much and then other places are not safe. So that's what we are trying to address. There on the picture is the students, others are sleeping on the floor, the other one is sleeping while sitting on the chair. So these are the kind of conditions that students face at the residence. Next slide, please. Our solution is affordable, scalable, AI-powered solution, which offers 24 support, and then it caters for NSFAS and different grants, where we use dynamic rent pricing, and then where we use Azure machine learning pricing system, and then we also have got our AI chatbot there. It's represented there with student housing, where they can log into it and calculate the rent and also submit the request. Next slide, please. And then the tools powering the smart housing, we have Azure machine learning for our predictions, and then Power BI for rates, and then Azure bot service, where students can be able to ask questions and get answers. That's an example of the question that a student posed and the answer that they got. Next slide, please. That's the experience of the Smart Housing SA. The first portion is our rent calculator, which requires your monthly income and its first amount, other grants, and housing type, where you fill in and calculate your own rent. On the next side, we've got our AI housing assistant, whereby you are able to ask a question. This one was looking to find out the housing near UCT. So it was able to answer the student and say, we've got 3 properties in that area, and with that information, they're also able to locate the area and give the direction. This is close to which area, so they can be able to know exactly where the place is located. On the right-hand side, we've got our AI student housing assistant. These are the things that are featured in the housing assistant, which is the rent calculations, maintenance requests, 24/7 support, as well as Power Apps, as well as Power BI for our dashboards information. And this one also is protected because we also cater for security and privacy. Next slide, please. So our goal is to focus on 50,000 beds by 2029 and 30% cost reduction, where we're going to be able to try to look at the amount of money that the students get to be able to design the kind of residence that they will be able to afford, and so that we can be operating within this range. Next slide, please. So this is covering everything. These are just the summary of the tools used. I've shown them on the pictures previously, as well as the features. I've presented them on the previous slide. These are just the steps on the phase on technical implementation that we're going to be taking, whereby we're going to be collecting data and analyzing it using Azure Data Lake, as well as Azure Data Bricks. On the second phase, we're going to be using AI model development using Azure Machine Learning. On the third one, we're going to be doing deployment using Azure IoT Hub, as well as Power BI. On the last one, we're going to be doing student interface using Power Apps, as well as Azure IoT, Azure Bot Services for our systems, for us to be able to get the student interface. Next slide, please. This one is focusing on the nationwide rollout, where we're going to be focusing on phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. The first one, we're going to be focusing on 3 universities. The second one on the rural campuses. Number 3, the TVTE colleges. So this is the structure. We're going to be focusing on universities as listed there, as well as the rural campuses and the TVET colleges. Next slide, please. So we're going to be focusing on getting funding from government and other private sectors, partnership with university for the land and data concerning the issue on matters of the amount of money the students have on NSFAS and the grants that they're able to get, as well as Microsoft providers offering us AI tool licenses. And then the other thing, we're going to be using Azure Security Center to protect students' data and partner with private sectors so that we'll be able to work with the communities to get better information and to offer suitable solutions that is fit for solving this matter. Thank you.
Great. Any questions? Okay. No, you're good. Thank you very much. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break just to align the other students quickly. So give us 5 minutes and we'll be back. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, while we are in the break,
just some additional information for you, for those of you who are waiting. Of course, today is a bit of a competition, isn't it? And competitions come with prizes and medals and these sort of things. So I'm going to put them on stage here. If you walk by, you can have a look at them. There's some beautiful, beautiful medals up for grabs today. And there's also some wonderful prizes, especially for the winners of today. There's some amazing prizes that will be given out to the winners of today's hackathon. But there's some very nice medals, so if you do have an opportunity, please come and check them out. They will be at on the stage at the front here for today's winners.
Hello, there we go. Great, thank you very much. We're back. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Molafeng. He's going to do the next presentation. Do you want me to change the slides as well? Thank you.
Good day. Next slide. Can I have the next slide?
Introduce yourself first.
Okay. Imagine a healthcare system where someone in a remote village can get the same level of diagnosis care as someone in a city. What if this could happen in minutes instead of hours or a day? My name is Mufileng, and I'd like to introduce Kotato, an AI-powered platform designed to improve healthcare access for underserved communities in South Africa. Let's look at the problem. Next slide. Number one, limited access in rural areas. Many villages don't have proper clinics or doctors. People often travel far just to get basic care. Overcrowded public clinics. Hospitals and clinics are overwhelmed. This means long wait times and tired staff. Slow and manual processes. In many places, patient information is still kept on paper. This slows things down and makes follow-ups difficult. So, what is the solution? Next slide. Kotato uses USSD technology, which means it works on any phone, no smartphone, no data, no problem. By combining this with AI, Kotato offers quick health guidance and creates digital records, bringing fast, smart healthcare to everyone, no matter where they live. So now on to the implementation plan. On the user side, Kotato starts with a simple USSD menu powered by a provider like Africa's Talking. Behind the scenes, Microsoft Entra ID and Azure Key Vault handles user verification and security. New users are added to a database on Azure SQL, while returning users can easily access their existing health records. For the diagnosis system, we use Azure's AI services, including the health bot, Q&A maker, and Azure machine learning to understand symptoms and suggest possible solutions. Let's take a practical look at the day in the life of a Kotato user. Let's say someone in a rural area is feeling sick. They dial a simple USSD code. For now, we'll use *123#. Now, next slide. They are greeted by Kotato and asked what they'd like to do. They pick one, I have symptoms. Next slide. Kotato then asks a few simple questions like picking the symptoms they're having. The user selects two, a cough and a sore throat. Next slide. Because it can check past records, it notices that the user had breathing issues before and uses this info to ask better follow-up questions, to which the user replies that they've been having this cold for more than a week. Next slide. Kotato then draws on the fact that they've had respiratory issues in the past. To ask of any specific symptoms, the user replies 1, difficulty breathing. Next slide. After collecting the answers, Kotato suggests it might be a respiratory infection or a chronic flare-up and recommends they visit a clinic and monitor symptoms. All of this happens in just a few minutes. No internet, no app, just a basic phone. You don't even need a smartphone, just like a basic phone. In conclusion, Kotato brings together simple technology and smart AI to make healthcare faster, fairer, and more accessible. By working without internet and on any phone, it gives millions of South Africans access to medical support no matter where they are, because everyone deserves the right to timely, quality healthcare. Thank you.
There we go. Any questions, judges? You good? Thank you very much. Great. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is going to be Siaesha.
Please, and then I'll just prompt you using my hand. Is that cool? Good day. My name is Siaesha Dema, and I'm a biomedical student from UNISA. AI is rapidly transforming our lives. It is a powerful tool that is needed now more than ever. AI has numerous applications, but one area in particular in need is healthcare. South Africa's public healthcare system confronted with significant challenges such as inadequate clinical resources, access to care, fragmented referral pathways, particularly in rural communities. Overburdened clinics often operate with a ratio of 1 doctor to as many as 3,000 patients. This imbalance is exacerbated by ongoing budget constraints, infrastructure limitations, and delays in accessing specialist care. For this project, I'd like to introduce to you AI Nurse Ally. AI Nurse Ally is a context-specific, sensitive, digital screening agent with AI-enabled triage and referral support features. It is designed to assist frontline healthcare workers and improve access to timely care of patients. It interacts with patients in their preferred language, captures symptoms, and classifies urgency levels. It then advises appropriate care pathways. It can also escalate high-risk cases to healthcare workers for review. It is built using Microsoft's suite of AI tools. It operates across low-bandwidth channels such as SMS, USSD, WhatsApp, and voice, and is accessible to patients using feature phones. From a technical perspective, the solution adopts a low-code architecture that enables rapid deployment, easy maintenance, and scalability across regions. It generates real-time insights and reporting for operational and public health planning. The system is guided by Microsoft's responsible AI principles and embedded ethical considerations, namely fairness and inclusivity. The text and voice interfaces promotes equitable access to linguistically diverse users and caters for all 11 official South African languages. Transparency and accountability. Users, whether patients or healthcare workers, will be clearly informed that they are interacting with an AI-driven system. Every AI-assisted decision will be traceable and explainable, and there is an optional human-in-the-loop oversight, especially in cases deemed high risk. Privacy and data protection. Azure's built-in encryption, secure data storage, and role-based access control will be used to protect patient data. No personally identifiable information will be retained without informed consent. Data collection and processing practices will be aligned with POPIA compliance standards. 4, reliability and safety. Designed to supplement, not replace, human healthcare professionals, maintaining the principle of human oversight. In the event of an AI system failure or ambiguous input, built-in escalation protocols will refer the case to a healthcare worker. This ensures that the AI does not operate in isolation or without accountability. Lastly, sustainability and societal benefit. The long-term objective of this project is not only to reduce clinical overload, but to build resilient healthcare infrastructure that can adapt to future challenges. Ethical sustainability is promoted through continuous monitoring, user feedback loops, and community engagement, ensuring the system evolves alongside public health needs. Partnership with public clinics, NGOs, and academic institutions will foster inclusive innovation and responsible scaling. I will now give you a better understanding of the user journey map, including the Microsoft tools used to make the user journey possible. Yes. The patient initiates contact via SMS, USSD, WhatsApp, or call. This is done via Azure's communication services. The patient then chooses their preferred language, for example, isiZulu, using Azure's cognitive services. Next slide. The AI asks simple symptom questions via text or voice prompts, also using Azure's cognitive services. It then classifies urgency based on symptoms using rules on ML. This is done via the AI Builder or Azure's ML machine learning. The system recommends the next step, for example, self-care, clinic, or referral. This is done through Power Automate as well as the AI Builder. The referral information or appointment request is then sent to the clinic and the nurse. This is done via the Power Platform. The patient then receives confirmation or feedback, and that is done through the Azure Bot framework. Before I proceed with presenting the Power BI reporting and real-time insights demo, it is important to note that AI Nurse Ally is a system that is designed for continuity and evolution. Triage logic can be updated without re-engineering the platform. It integrates with emerging digital health strategies, including the National Health Insurance and mobile health initiatives. It promotes a community-driven feedback loop, encouraging user trust and the iterative improvement. And it is capable of expanding into adjacent use cases such as chronic disease, follow-ups, maternal health, or mental health screening. Next step. In front of you is a screenshot of a functional dynamic dashboard created using Power BI. I'm happy to demo the prototype to the judges after the presentation. But in essence, the dashboard provides a holistic view of all of the reported symptoms. In the top left corner, you'll see what is referred to as a heat map. The larger the word, the more frequent the symptom has been reported. If you were to select a single symptom on the heat map, the dashboard will filter the statistics for that specific symptom. This logic will apply to the rest of the graphics. For example, the donut chart. I think you can move on to the next slide. AI Nurse Ally represents an early iteration of something that could one day know you better than your GP. As it stands in the South African context, millions of vulnerable individuals cannot access the care they need in the time that they need it. I believe that AI Nurse Ally can help bridge this gap. On that note, thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.
Any questions? None? Oh.
How much does it cost? Is it free?
Good question. It would probably be something that is government sponsored. Yes, otherwise if we do have any private investors, but it's a very low cost voluntary program that is deployed with volunteers as well.
Thank you. Great. Thank you very much, Alicia. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, Jessica.
Greetings, everyone. I don't know about you, but I actually have a bad day today because my laptop broke just a few minutes ago. But it's okay, I'll try my best to present to the best of my ability. So before we start, I have a question for all of you guys. What do you guys think is the population? Testing 1, 2. What do you guys think is the population of South Africans who use public hospitals and clinics? If you win this question, then you will get a chocolate that is from Russia, where I studied. Okay, close enough. We got an 80 here. 87, close. You guys are in the same range, yes? 85, I'll give it to you. It's 84. It's 84%. It's pulling. Well done. Oh. Okay. So greetings, judges, greetings, beautiful people. So judges, in front of you, you have part of my presentation is a medical ID card, which can be scanned at a check-in. So basically, when you go to a hospital, you'll scan this QR code so that you can book an appointment at the hospital, but it will come in handy once I finish my presentation. Okay. So my name is Dr. Mabongi Jessica Nyalungu, and I am deeply influenced by the struggles within our healthcare system. 10 years ago, I lost my beloved grandma from cancer, who tirelessly sought medical help. Every morning, she would leave the house at 5 a.m. and often return home disappointed because she never got the medical help that she needed. When she finally got the oncologist, it was a little bit too late because the cancer had spread throughout her body. And losing her shattered my world. Before she passed away, I promised I would become a doctor and improve our public hospitals, and she believed in me. Today, I invite you to join me on this path. I graduated as a medical doctor in 2023, and I'm now in my final year studying law at UNISA. I'm committed to revitalizing our healthcare system through my initiative called Siaesha. Okay, so what is Siaesha? Siaesha is an online AI appointment booking WhatsApp chatbot. Siaesha means we are quick in isiZulu, emphasizing our efficiency in the hospital and public healthcare system. So my objective is to reduce the long wait times and enhance healthcare accessibility for millions. Okay, next slide. So according to a report from the presidency and Stats SA, on May 20, 2024, around 84% of South Africans' population relies on public health facilities like clinics and hospitals. This means approximately 45 million South Africans, or 82 out of 100, are not covered by medical aid schemes and depend on public healthcare system. Okay, next slide. So I derived my project from where I studied in Russia. So there's an app called Siaesha, and it helps with reducing the line, booking appointments with different specialists, etc. And my competitor is Netcare, because Netcare has a similar system of booking appointments for when you want to book for a specialist. But the only difference is that Netcare is for private hospitals, whereas in Siaesha will be accessible for everyone in South Africa, so the public institution. So what makes us unique is that we use a WhatsApp chatbot, and WhatsApp is widely accessible to 94% of the population of those who use internet in South Africa. And it will help get our healthcare system to be efficient. Oh my gosh, I can't. So the funding will come from governmental organizations and non-profit organizations. And anyone who's interested in collaborating, I saw that a lot of you guys are actually interested in the health atmosphere. So I think if we can actually gather together, we can actually make this work and make a difference in our country. Okay, next slide, please. So I'm excited to launch a pilot project because I have support from one of the clinics in Pretoria, which is called Pretoria's Park Clinic in Pretoria East. And Sister Makura is the CEO of the clinic, and she is very interested and delighted to work with me on this project, and she wishes that it can become a reality because having long lines is one of the problems that they have in the hospital. Okay, next slide, please. I also have Dr. Masike, the CEO of the Health Professionals Council of South Africa. He has also expressed willingness to assist and provide advice on this project. Okay, next. So who are my target audience? So my target audience consists of patients who rely on public healthcare services, particularly those facing long wait times. I plan to work closely with Sister Makura's clinic for at least a year to refine the model. After this, I'll expand to Steve Biko Hospital and eventually cover all clinics and hospitals in Gauteng. And my ultimate vision is to nationalize the initiative for even greater impact. Okay, next. So looking towards the future, I foresee establishing my own head office, developing dedicated iOS and Android apps, and creating a supportive website along with mobile clinics for checkups. Okay, to support these initiatives, I anticipate building a dedicated team to aid in this journey. As the founder, I will need IT technicians to develop and maintain the app, healthcare professionals for content creation and user engagement, and marketing specialists to execute outreach strategies. So I would actually like to thank Ms. Polina Kulakova from the Russian embassy who helped me give advice. And I would also like to thank my IT specialist who assisted me in creating the chatbots. His name is Mr. Raman Suvarov, who is an engineer and an IT specialist. And I would also like to thank Mr. Basanda Pongoma, who advised me on what to work on. He's from UNISA, actually. So, okay, next slide. So the marketing strategy will use primary schools, high schools, universities, clinics, malls for community awareness, utilizing social media platforms such as Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook for engagement, running ads on Google and television to effectively communicate the message of reliable healthcare. So at the moment, I am developing a portable electrocardiogram. So this is how it looks at the moment. So this portable electrocardiogram also will use AI to detect heart abnormalities that patients have, because heart disease is one of the #1 killers in South Africa and worldwide. So this device will be aimed to particularly individuals in rural areas and township, ensuring quality healthcare is accessible for everyone. Okay, next. Okay, you can skip this one, it's fine. So my project is actually falls under UNISA's catalytic niche areas. So we have 10 niche areas, and healthcare is one of them. So Siaesha, if Siaesha becomes successful, it will be a product of UNISA as well. So the sustainable development goals that Siaesha covers are sustainable goal number 3, which is good health and well-being, 4, which is quality education, 10, which is reduced inequalities, and 9, industry innovation and infrastructure. So this is just a prototype. I don't know if it's the video. It's not the video. Yeah, it's the video. Go back, okay. So this is the prototype of how Siaesha will work. So we used Twilio. It's okay. So there's different languages. There's 11 languages. All South African languages are covered. You can register as a new patient, book an appointment, check in, cancel appointment, talk to Dokotela AI. So Dokotela AI is basically the AI assistant that will help you with any medical care that you have. So why is it not working? Okay, so the server is from the USA, this one. The API is Meta product. And how is AI used in my WhatsApp chatbot? It's an innovative project that leverages artificial intelligence to enhance healthcare through a WhatsApp chatbot. So it will use patient interaction and support Dokotela AI, which means Doctor AI, which is a virtual health assistant, which is capable of answering any health-related queries. And it also uses natural language processing to understand and respond to the patient. And it also assists in appointment management using smart booking system, which uses AI algorithm to process the patient data and health concerns, and as well as patient registration. Health analytics analyze the patient data to identify the needs using Microsoft Azure, which is a cloud computing platform. And obviously, there needs to be continuous improvement, and that's how we're going to be successful. Okay, let me just go to my, you can continue. So, as I conclude, I reflect upon the words of Martin Luther King, who once said, "I have a dream. By helping others, I find healing for myself." Thank you for listening to my story and vision today. Together, I intend to pave the way for a better, healthier South Africa through Siaesha. Thank you.
Any questions?
So it seems like it's a booking system.
Yes.
What's innovative about that?
The innovation here is because a majority of the South Africans are unable, when they go to the hospitals, they have to wait in long lines to get assistance. So this chatbot will be able to help you book from your place of home instead of going to the hospital 5 a.m. in the morning, standing in the line, coming back home and not getting assisted. So this one will be an accurate booking system for majority of the South Africans, because a lot of South Africans don't have access to healthcare or quality healthcare.
So, question from my end. I love this idea. I would love to know more about the check-in, because I saw you had the options. So when a patient checks in, does it mean they arrive at the clinic?
Yes.
What happens then? And what if they don't make an appointment, or if they miss their appointment?
Yes. I don't know if it's possible to go back to my slide or not. The last few slides. Oh. Okay. So this QR code, there's going to be self-servicing terminals in the hospitals, maybe approximately 3. And you have to check in, because we need to know if you are here or not, in the hospital or not. And so that if you're not there on time, we can move on to the next patient. If you're not, like, we're going to wait a few minutes, but if you're not there on time, we're going to move on to the next patient so that we can hurry, and you will catch, once you check in, then you can use the card. And as you can see, you can also cancel appointments. So when you press cancel appointment, it will ask you a reason why, and then it will send you an SMS to say, okay, you can rebook or, yeah, cancel the appointments. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Great, ladies and gentlemen, the next up is Kule. Close to your mic.
All right. Talk about a hard act to follow. Still a little nervous. All right, how's everybody doing? My name is Kulegani Mazibugo. I would like to thank UNISA, Skills Navigator, and Microsoft for giving me the opportunity to present on today's topic. I chose healthcare because I have friends in the healthcare industry, nurses primarily, and they speak about the difficulty in dealing and managing with patients, especially with a lot of the issues going on in South Africa. So one of the main issues I wanted to address or speak about were the poor infrastructure, the lack of funding that we have in our country in the healthcare system, the limited access to healthcare, as the person was previously up here stated. We mainly thrive on or survive on public health. Private health is a luxury for a large majority of South Africans. For me personally, I've relied heavily on public health, and through that experience, I had to come to the reality that there's just a lot of issues. The hospitals are understaffed, the staffs are overworked, and then some of the systems are outdated. So for that solution, I came up with the idea of Buddy Nurse. Buddy Nurse is a comprehensive healthcare. All right, so, sorry. It's supposed to systemize and streamline tasks for nurses so they can come into work, see what happened in the patient while they were off duty from the previous nurses, come in, log in, and get the information without having to physically go to the patient. They get the ability to real-time check vitals. If a patient is in need, they can press a button in our system, and they can call upon the nurse to aid them anytime they need assistance. Oh, up, sorry. So in researching the idea of buddy nurse, I came across a bunch of devices and tools that could be used to make this work. The problem with real-time vitals is that you need a non-intrusive way to consistently measure a patient's vitals. And two of the devices I found was the Philips biosensor, the BX100, and then the Simplus Halo. The BX100 is cool because you can attach it to a patient's chest and have them move around while still tracking their temperature, the respiratory rate, their blood pressure, their heart rate, and I think their blood pressure also. The Simplus Halo is also incredibly innovative because you can put it in your ear and it tracks the same vitals. So I will go into the real-world application where I will kind of like give you a breakdown of what happens. Let's say you are 16 nurses, 16 patients, 4 nurses, 1 charge nurse. The 4 nurses can get into the office without knowing who they have to take care of, go into the system, log in with the biosensor, and then automatically get a breakdown of who they have to take care of, what are the issues, what was the most recent vitals, and any other information like that. Next is a comic strip basically explaining what happens. So as you can see, the nurses clock in, they tab into the system, they have to use their biosensor, so either eye scan or finger scan, and then they can access and log information manually outside of the AI that has transferred it already. So to continue on what this system should be able to do, it should be able to set alert thresholds. So if you have blood pressure, as I do, you will have to get a constant gauge of where your blood pressure is so that you can counteract it in real time versus having an issue go wrong, you have to go to the doctor and now you have to take medication that might also affect you negatively. The nurse verification system is very useful because it stops bad actors. Because you have to sign in, only you can edit and enter the patient's vitals, details, and look at their dashboard as you do your workday. As the day goes on, the charge nurses get to sign over to the next people, and then the system continues, thus creating a seamless integration for everybody in the workplace without any questions. Thank you. So the reason I wanted to focus on a system that mainly dealt with the nurse and patient relationship is to increase the effectiveness and efficiency of their healthcare given. I wanted to focus on streamlining the workflow and better resource management, time management and resource management. Sorry for the slight anecdote, but a friend of mine who's currently working at Baragwana Hospital told me that in one of the wards where she had to look over 10 patients, there was only one cufflink for blood pressure testing. So if someone else was using that, you'd have to wait until they were done, go collect it, and then go help another patient. If you have the system, you don't need to do that. You merely pull up a device, you log the information, adjust the information, and if you really want to, you can go double check with the patient and confirm. So the main issue stopping the feasibility of this would be our current infrastructure. We need public hospitals to reach a baseline where this type of system can be implemented and will be successful in its implementation. Part of that goes down to the funding and investment. Our country has a problem when it comes to investing and funding into public services, very much so seen in Baragwana. If you just take a drive there on any day, I promise you, you will see the problems. There's technical issues. We need to train our staff. They have to be more educated to use these intricate systems. Again, the world is moving forward and we are innovating, and this is a necessity for us to follow suit. The interoperability of the system, it needs to mesh with various healthcare systems. There are many APIs and systems that exist, so for the system to be truly functional in South Africa, it needs to have a baseline ability to adapt. Regulatory and policy support, we need the government to really trust us and really put effort into something like this, because without it, we're going to be struggling for a very long time. Data security and privacy, again, with the biometric sensors and locking in and log out features, there's a high level of security, a high level of accountability in the system. So I'm just going to fly by the technical aspects because it's a lot of text. But essentially, our data is going to be captured by the devices like the Philips BX100 or the SimPulse. The constant monitoring systems are going to be used like a radar heat system camera to make sure that a patient's temperature is regulated. And then we're going to use APIs for integration. For management, we're going to use a suite of MS tools and various other cloud services like Microsoft Fabric, like Azure Health Data Services, like Dataverse Healthcare APIs. Yeah, so for analytics, we're going to rely on a lot of Azure and a lot of Microsoft because they have a very, very comprehensive suite of analytical tools. And for the for the dashboard for the information that the nurses see, we're going to use Power BI to break down the data sent by the system. For the user interface, I wanted there to be 3 separate interfaces, one for a patient, where they can sit in bed and have a chatbot that they can casually talk to pass the time, and also has the option to kind of answer basic questions pertaining to their illness and symptoms. The nurse interface is a lot more intricate. It has to do with each individual patient's biometrics and vitals. And then from there, they will break down and write their notes as they chart along with their workday. The charge nurse interface will focus just on managing the nurses and then corroborating their vital readings with the AI and making sure everything is smooth and running. Thank you, ma'am. For security and compliance, again, biomeasures and then following compliance metrics, compliance measures here in South Africa just to make sure that we're legally good. This is just a rundown of the tools we could possibly use. Shout out to Microsoft for the extensive list. And yeah, I just wanted to focus on my points. I just want to make an efficient system that helps people, that cares for people, that allows nurses to do their jobs the best they can without being limited by funding or resources available. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
Any questions?
So I really like the focus on efficiency and trying to drive better interaction by reducing face-to-face time and allowing remote tracking. Obviously, giving people Apple Watches is going to be very expensive. Have you thought about developing a kind of all-in-one sensor that could do what an Apple Watch does, but cuts the rest of it out and just focuses on that and manufacturing?
Yes, yeah. I thought of a low-tech idea where you get a basic wristband. So instead of it being an Apple Watch, it will be a basic one with LED sensors. So if you press the button, it will light up and it will be green. And then if a nurse comes, it will turn off and then they can adjust and see what happens. Obviously, the sensors, for it to be a blood pressure tester, temperature tester, all those other things, it's going to be a lot more intricate. That's why I didn't want to put it in here. I believe the best system for that would be, have you been on like a treadmill machine with the heat sensors?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
In my younger days.
Yeah, it tests your heart, it checks your blood pressure and your heart rate. So I feel like having that in a hospital would be very useful, or even smart beds. Any kind of non-intrusive tool that kind of helps the nurses and patients kind of feel better without a headache.
Good answer.
Thank you very much. Any other questions?
What are you studying?
I'm studying computing in UNISA. Thank you very much.
Well done. Thank you very much. Just quickly want to check something. Great. I'd like to invite Kimmy up to the stage, please. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Kemi Likitima, and I'm studying computer science, a first year, at the University of South Africa. My solution tackles the cries students face when it comes to student housing. The problems I identified when finding the right accommodation is there's a shortage of affordable and safe housing. This is caused by the low capacity of housing on campus, forcing students to look for off-campus accommodation, which can be quite pricey. There are accommodations where it is difficult for certain funding options to pay out on time, or even pay the housing. Some end up defunding, resulting in homelessness of a student. For example, NSFAS does not accommodate to all types of housing. Students come from different locations and struggle with adapting with the new area they come to when coming to study at university. And with that, they struggle with the long commute between campus and their off-campus housing. And with that, they're also not fully aware of the crime tactics in some areas. Okay. With that, this is where my solution comes in, UniHome, a website helping students with the use of AI to find the best accommodation fit for them. With this, it's based on this point. Accommodation will be shown going by how the student can afford to stay there and how long they can afford the housing. Housing will be shown going by their funding, if you are funded by a sponsor, bursary, or NSFAS. And with that, an expectation percentage percentage of getting it is given and an estimation of the funding. Students come from different locations, and some it is not easy to viewing housing as they are not from the area. Aerial viewing and images are given to get an ideal picture of the place. Safety tactics are given going by the location of the student housing and the crime rate of the area to help students stay safe, stay street smart, and not fall victim to crime. Types of societies, events, and student clubs hosted by the accommodation is giving students a chance to make new hobbies and meet new people. With this, UniHome is implemented with these 4 simple steps. You first create a mini profile based on your funding, affordability scale, location, and year of study. With the affordability scale, you are given an affordability calculator to know which student accommodation is suitable for you. Recommended student accommodation is generated by AI with safety tactics and information about each student housing. AI would generate reviews and tactics found from the web and social platforms of what is said about crime when it comes to students. With that, also the use of a chatbot for general questions will be there. This is a simple display of how the website could look like. You set up your profile, find your dream housing, and use the chatbot. With the model of the chatbot, I used Microsoft Copilot Studio to create what the chatbot could look like. With simply just saying good day, UniHome will come back and say, good day, how can I assist you? Are you looking for information about the student accommodation, tips for staying safe, or something else? Let me know if I can help. And with that, you can also ask types of accommodation. For example, here it's asked, what types of accommodation does NSFAS fund? It gives back a simple definition of NSFAS and the types of accommodation NSFAS funds. With this, UniHome can be implemented in the real world by helping students get housing matched by affordability, location, and funding. The stress of students having to find the right accommodation decreases, and they'll gain skills and knowledge regarding each housing. Azure can be used to handle traffic of the platform, regular testing to develop the website, and chatbots capacities. Students easily get help they need regarding the housing and get their general questions answered. UniHome will help students find the right housing. Students will be aware of the housing available in the affordability scale and the estimation percentage of getting a room. There will be a decrease of students being defunded and homelessness due to funding not being able to pay for accommodation. Students will develop street-smart skills of how to keep themselves safe and not fall victim to crime. A decrease in students being scammed by places that claim to be housing. The website will need web development tools, for example, React APIs, to be an achievable platform and a development team. It will have to be tested by students looking for accommodation and fixed. Demos and models should be advertised to get attention of the target audience, which is the students. Cloud hosting services like Azure can be used to maintain traffic demands. How UniHome can be executed is it'll be in website form, which Azure can be used to deploy and maintain the website. Make user-friendly interface using CSS, JavaScript, and React. For aerial images and to get locations of accommodation, mapping APIs can be used. There will be a review system to show each credibility of the housing. The search system will be based on the user profile. There'll be a database like Azure SQL database that can be used to store and divide each accommodation going by how easily it is to be funded, how easily it is funding can pay out, and the crime tactics of each location. Key features are lists of student accommodation with photos and descriptions, have an affordability calculator, user-friendly design, a chatbot for general questions. The tools I used was Microsoft Copilot, Microsoft Copilot Studio, Microsoft Azure, and for designing the PowerPoint, I used that. Thank you.
Any questions?
No, it's fine.
Have you thought about building in accessibility or students with disability? Because their accommodation requirements might be quite specific. I think it's really good, and it will be good maybe for your next development that you maybe think about disabled students as well. Yeah?
Yes. I didn't really think about that part, but with going on developing UniHome, we could include a part of that, a site where you can list out the accommodation that is friendly for those who are disabled.
Yeah, you can use an agent. Yeah, use an agent in Copilot Studio. That will do that for you.
Great, thank you. Great, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Ruben up. Back for your click. That click for you.
Are you a farmer by profession? Do you have broad knowledge on farming? Have you ever tried to make your own vegetable garden? Hi, I'm Ruben, and I'm excited to tell you about PlantPal. PlantPal is designed to be your ultimate solution to challenges of starting and maintaining your very own vegetable garden. Food security and climate change are pressing global issues. The impact of our choices on the world have never been more important. The fruits and vegetables we buy are sprayed with pesticides, packaged in plastic, and transported by fossil-fueled vehicles. PlantPal says no more. PlantPal is rooted on the organic principles of building soil fertility, minimizing damage to the environment, and working with rather than against natural systems. The setup of PlantPal is simple and user-friendly. The app has access to your smart device's location. This allows PlantPal to gather climate and weather data specific to your area. This enables PlantPal to optimize your daily water usage and watering time based on expected rainfall and temperature. Let PlantPal handle your watering schedule. PlantPal prompts you to take a video of your prospective vegetable garden and its soil. PlantPal, integrated with Azure AI Vision, assesses your soil qualities and provides you with information like texture and type. The app offers step-by-step instructions for conducting soil pH tests at home using household items. With all this data, PlantPal generates a tailored list of best plant options for your vegetable garden. PlantPal assists with pest and disease management. When you encounter issues with insects, disease, or birds, take a picture. PlantPal will provide solutions such as natural repellents and symbiotic planting techniques. Additionally, PlantPal helps you to track your plant's growth and notifies you when a plant is ready to enjoy fresh fruits and vegetables straight from your garden. Imagine being able to sell or trade your homegrown plants on We Buy Plants. PlantPal leverages several Microsoft AI tools to provide advanced gardening insights. Azure AI Vision analyzes videos and photos to assess soil qualities, identify diseases and pests, and suggest appropriate plants. Microsoft Designer creates intuitive, visually appealing UI elements, ensuring a user-friendly experience. Microsoft Copilot facilitates seamless interactions within the app, providing users with real-time assistance and guidance. MSN Weather provides weather data to optimize irrigation schedules and provide timely gardening advice based on local conditions. These tools work together to deliver a personalized and efficient gardening assistant that simplifies the entire process, from planting to harvesting. PlantPal has the potential to transform sustainable agriculture by making gardening knowledge accessible to everyone. PlantPal requires only a smartphone and an internet connection, making it easy to incorporate. By providing tailored advice and efficient resource management, the app can increase crop yields and reduce water usage. PlantPal is an innovative app that simplifies the process of starting and maintaining a vegetable garden. PlantPal helps you to plan your garden from the ground up.
Good day. Any questions? All good? Great. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just holding on to check if one more student is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Maggie.
Good afternoon. My name is Maggie Fall, a student from UNISA. Unfortunately enough, my innovative solution is also called Medync. But mine is a combination of AI-powered app and a mobile healthcare clinic, and also drones to deliver medication. Okay. In South Africa today, too many people are struggling, but not because treatments do not exist, but simply because they can't reach a doctor. I believe there should never be a reason why someone dies. That's why I developed a bold and innovative solution, an AI-powered app paired with a mobile healthcare clinic that also has drone delivery systems. While there are existing mobile healthcare clinics, mine is different. It's AI-driven. In South Africa, over 55% people walk to the nearest clinic, and around 6 to 8.7% live more than an hour from the nearest hospital, and also between 14 to 19.8% of people travel over an hour to the nearest hospital. These are not just numbers, they are stories of missed care, preventable complications, and daily hardships. For those with chronic conditions or emergencies, delays are not just inconvenient, they can be deadly and also can be pretty much disastrous for your people. Even something as simple as cost of transportation can prevent someone from seeking medical care, which means lives are lost. My solution is an AI-powered app paired with a mobile healthcare system. The mobile healthcare unit is solar-powered and is fully equipped with essential medical tools and is designed to serve even the most remote communities. My innovative solution focuses on bringing healthcare directly to people instead of waiting for people to come and access healthcare. My drone or the drone delivery system is used to, no, unfortunately it's not here, but the drone delivery system is used to deliver medication to patients that live in rural or very remote areas. Its AI system manages drone. It manages the drone and also it ensures that it's efficiency and coordinated. Yes, next slide, please. And the AI-powered app is a lifeline for those who need medical care but are not able to access medical facilities, or they are far away from medical facilities. It has offline and online access for people that obviously don't have internet access because not everybody has that privilege. It also has virtual consultations, multiple languages, and also predictive analysis, personalized healthcare recommendations. People can access it through their personal phones, shared spaces like community centers, libraries, and schools for those who don't have cell phones. The app is built on a technological foundation that combines AI technology, which are Python, React, your reliable SQL database, and all that. This is just a prototype for the app where it has symptom checker, virtual consultations, my health plan, emergency info, and predictive analysis. The technical foundation, it includes Python, React, of course, a reliable database using Azure machine learning. These technologies, no, it's fine. These technologies enable the app to assess symptoms, predict healthcare risk, and offer tailored healthcare advice. It integrates seamlessly with existing healthcare systems, and it offers offline-first design, ensuring that every community has access to it, even if it has limited internet. And in areas where the mobile coverage still can't reach, the mobile healthcare clinic steps in. The goal is not just to deliver healthcare, but it's to make it more accessible and efficiency, keeping in mind the rural areas and the underserved areas, because we have to start from the ground up. Now we can move. The technical, the implementations, of course, I propose a three-phase. Phase one, we focus on rural communities, deploying the mobile healthcare clinic and also the app, ensuring that everyone has access to care. Phase two, we refine the app using the feedback from the communities to improve its functionality. Phase three, it's a nation rollout or scale nationwide, collaborating with national healthcare systems and making it sustainable for the long term. By empowering communities and collaborating with healthcare professionals, we ensure that healthcare is always within reach. The benefits are profound of this solution. The benefits, firstly, on a community level, it brings healthcare directly to the communities, reducing the need for long, costly trips to the clinics, and also eases financial burdens, providing support in local languages even without internet access. On a broader scale, it alleviates the pressure of the healthcare workers by enabling early preventions and improving efficiency. Healthcare workers can do more with less, and the leaders can make better informed decisions based on the real-time data. Most importantly, it ensures that the most vulnerable populations are not left behind. So, for millions of South Africans, healthcare is still out of reach in South Africa. Instead of focusing on people, of course, people cannot access healthcare, it's pretty clear. Let's try and make access come to them, more like something like that. Let's try and make access come to them. So with this solution, we have the tools to ensure that we bring care to the communities no matter where they live. This is more than just technology. It's a movement for dignity, equity, and access. While there are existing healthcare clinics, mine addresses the rural and underserved communities more, incorporating AI and the hybrid model, and also drone assisting to deliver medicine. Of course, when there are times like natural disasters or emergencies, the elderly or someone who's disabled cannot just up and go when it's raining heavily and go to the clinic and collect medication. But it can be easier if there are drones to deliver that medicine. So also it's modular and customizable. it's inclusive and accessible, it's solar powered and eco-friendly. There is no need to rely on local infrastructure. Yeah. That was.
Don't run away. Come here, come here, come here. Any questions? No? All good. Thank you very much, Maggie. Great, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to just go into a bit of a deliberation. We're done with the presentations. So if we can just give the judges 5-10 minutes to deliberate. Thank you very much. We'll see you shortly for prize giving. Maybe if I can ask some of the audience here, how did you enjoy the presentations? I know you've got family here, but how did you enjoy the presentations? Higher quality than you expected. That's good to hear. Planning? Details? Yeah, very much so. Anybody over here? Great. Great. Yes, sir, behind. You also had your hand up. What did you think of the presentations? You're glad to see the generation working with AI tools and so forth. Anybody over here?
Hi, everyone. It was so refreshing watching our youth invested a lot. You could see that they did a lot of research and they're actually utilizing the space in order for them to gather the information. So yes, our country is so blessed and rich to have this kind of youth. The future looks bright. Thank you.
Awesome. And ma'am, you from the Russian embassy, what were your thoughts?
No, it's fascinating to see such projects, I would say, especially these days. People from different faculties apply AI tools. And I would say that it's really hard time, I guess, for the judges. I don't know what your criteria are, but I guess they are good, all of them in different criteria areas as well, like applicability, how they look like how they developed in terms of AI and Microsoft applicability, I guess. So yeah, I guess it's a hard job to choose what's best.
Very much so. And I think, our objective is to drive thought processes around AI, is to get the youth to understand that AI is there, it's not going to go away, to get the grandparents to understand that AI is not going to go away either. I can just speak from my experience. I've got an 84-year-old mom that's at home, and the other day she was like, oh, this Meta thing, what's that? So I showed her what it was. Now she's speaking to Meta. Okay, but just little things like that for people to understand. We're also doing an AI literacy challenge. So if any of you grown-ups over here want to go and do an AI literacy challenge and learn how to play Minecraft, you can go and do that. We promise we'll give you a certificate of completion as well. But please go and have a look at it, and enjoy it. But thank you very much for your time, and we'll just give the judges a couple of minutes extra. Thank you.
Exactly, you're not that important. I expected that. That's a lot to say. Vivian, they said it. Most likely. Yeah, I wasn't gonna talk shit until you started talking shit. Big family is there for a reason. They're not there to be loved.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we have our winners. Please, can we have the judging panel on the stage? Great, some excitement here. Students, congratulations. It was amazing work. Thank you for all your efforts. And we're going to ask the judging panel to hand out the prizes for us as well. I don't know who they are. So Ryan is going to, on this side, going to hand over the bring the prizes out. Third prize we have, oh sorry, hold on, some comments.
I think it's just worth saying that the level of detail and thinking behind all of these was absolutely fantastic. It was a joy and a pleasure to sit there and watch all of this thinking and try to figure out how to separate these 11 fantastic hacks. So it's not been easy, but I think that innovation shines through.
And I just want to say, even if you don't get placed top 3, it doesn't mean that you should stop with your ideas. Please continue, because all these ideas are absolutely fantastic. And I think me personally, I would love to see these ideas up on the TV screen one day. So please just go above and beyond after this. So thank you so much. It was really incredible.
Yes, okay. I think from our side, the fact that you all personalized it, I think that was remarkable because you really brought it home. This is a solution that we can address. And I think from the UNISA side, we're all proud of you. You all done excellent. And I must say, well done to each of you.
You'll give the second prize to Jay. Bianca can give the certificates. Jay, we're going to ask you to hand the prize and I'm going to give the certificates. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll. Do-do-do-do. Our third prize winner, Rotandwa. Congratulations. Come, up you come. Congratulations. Hand of applause, please. Next. so that we can do some photos, and there's going to be lots of photos still. Thank you very much. Just wait over here for us because we are going to do some other photos. Ladies and gentlemen, our second prize winner, Kulilani. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Just wait there for us. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, and our first prize winner. Sorry, I need to put my, oh, have you got one? I need to put my glasses on to see. And our first prize winner, all the way from the Northwest Province, Ruben. I think it was the stomping of the foot when he said no more, right? When we buy cars, I mean we buy plants. There we go. Congratulations, Ruben. Great. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our afternoon. But I just want to say thank you so much to each and every single student. Thank you to the spectators that stayed behind. We encourage you to come and have a look at the Microsoft Skills Navigator, to come and learn about some additional AI skills for yourselves, for your children. Please come and join us, come and chat to us. And we're just going to do some more photos. And then family and so forth, we're going to do photos on that side as well. Thank you very much.
So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. And as Vivian said, let me just walk past the speaker. That concludes the AI activities for this afternoon. We are going to allow these guys to get the well-earned photo opportunity that they deserve. And then if you are sticking around on the RGB Gaming stand after the prize giving, we will be opening for public gaming. So if you are interested in sitting down and doing a bit of public gaming, we will open the PCs up for the remainder of the day. So please come and enjoy that with us. I think this afternoon's event was amazing in terms of innovation and just showing what level of creativity students can offer South Africa, and in terms of some of the problems that we face in our country and some of the amazing solutions that they can think about. But from our side, thank you very much for this particular event. Again, if you are into gaming, please come and join us. We will open to the public, and you are more than welcome to join us for that.